New Mirage in the works. Gabe Follower drops fresh CS2 rumors. Dataminer / insider Gabe Follower hinted in a recent interview that Valve are indeed working on a new version of Mirage, one of the series' most iconic and stable maps. Definitely my favorite in the pool currently. There's a rumor that doing an updated Mirage, but unlike old leaks with big geometry changes, this time they want a Dust 2 style approach. Keep it as close to the original as possible, just to refresh the visuals. According to him, early remake drafts a couple of years ago used Half-Life Alyx assets, but never reached production. Now, it looks like Valve revisited the idea, going for a gentle visual rework without going overboard. Stats say Mirage remains CS2's most popular map, so removing it from the pool would be shooting themselves in the foot. Most likely, the remake would just drop suddenly, no rotation, right on top of the current version, just like Dust 2. Crazy. So, one of the gripes that I had when Counter-Strike 2 originally released, now this is not a popular opinion, okay? Just work with me here. I felt that Counter-Strike 2 dropping all of the maps that were in CSGO without a facelift left us in the dinosaur era, okay? I really feel like for people who don't play Counter-Strike to feel like Counter-Strike 2 was a new game and that they weren't just getting a reskin scam game to try to get them to play the game, right? That you needed to have a facelift on all of the old maps. So Valve finally, after 2 years, giving these old maps that have not had a facelift in almost a decade is going to improve the player base. I think people will see this as finally Counter-Strike 2 being its own game. Now, of course, with previous iterations of maps and games, right, from like Source or whatever, they just took all the textures and ported it over to Go, right? If we remember, CSGO, when it originally released, was supposed to be a console port for Source, right? So they just ported over all the assets. Now, I feel like personally, when Counter-Strike 2 came out, that they should have not done that. They should have created all new assets for all of the maps. But here we are 2 years later, and we're finally getting Counter-Strike 2's most popular map to have a facelift.